Hi, welcome to this new tutorial where I'll actually be showing you a little bit of coding in C#. We'll do C# first because C++ is quite a bit more difficult, so it's just easier to get the basics of C#. So this sort will be for new programming beginners who maybe are looking to move from Blueprints to a real programming language, anybody looking to learn C#, or anybody thinking about going into Unity as well, as Unity does use C#. So we'll create the most basics of basic programs today, which is the obviously traditional in any new language you learn, Hello World. So let's get on to it. So in Microsoft Visual Studio, this is what I'll be using. We're going to click New Project, Visual C#, Console Application, and then what we'll do is we'll rename this C# Hello World. And click this browse button to save it where you'd like to save it. So the great thing about Visual Studio is it automatically creates a folder for every new project, so you don't have to make a folder specifically for that project. When you've done that, just click OK and give it a moment, and it will be just creating the project, everything you need, and generating the basic main program, which is this that's just loaded up. So as you can see in that tab, it says program.cs. So your program in a console program, that is your main body of text. That's your main code file where we'll be doing most of our coding. Now you can obviously add more C# files for your classes, but that's not something we'll be going over today. Anyway, to do the basics of this programming, all you really need to know is that this static void main means the program should start here. So whenever the program's loaded, it starts with this procedure. And in here, we're going to do console.writeLine. And what console.writeLine means is it writes a line in the console, equivalent to what you're going to tell it to write. And then it ends that line, so its next line, or the user input line, will start on the line below. And we're using console because we're writing out to the command prompt, writing out to the console. So then we do open brackets, and generally it automatically include those close brackets as well, and put your cursor in between them. And what we do here is we want to tell it what to write out. So to do that, we do speech marks. Again, it usually starts and ends, and then put your cursor in the middle because you need to end the string with a speech mark as well. And then you can type whatever you want. So we're going to put hello world. And then the important part is after that last bracket, because that is the end of that event, we're going to put a semicolon. Easiest thing to miss out, the most important thing to miss out as well. Because it's telling it to end, so anything that happens now afterwards is completely different from WriteLine. So to halt this program, instead of having to use a cheating way in Visual Studio, we can do console.readLine. And what this does is it waits for user input, and the user has to press enter, well return, to finish their input, and then the program will do whatever's after that read line. We're just using it to halt the program, so we're not assigning anything to it and we're not doing anything with it. So now we press this start button here, and it quickly compiles our code. You can see in all this output, and there we go, our console has opened and it said hello world. It's output our WriteLine there, and as you can see we're now on this line right below hello world because we used WriteLine, and it's also not closing because it's waiting for us to press enter. Once we press enter, the program closes, it's finished. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. This will be a new sort of tutorial series on the basics of programming I'll be doing. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike it, give it a thumbs down. If your opinions are complicated, you have any other questions, suggestions, or advice, or just anything to say, leave in the comments down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And as always guys, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks guys.